record, share this. Okay. I'll go to there. All right. I'll see myself a little bit. Okay, so hopefully this records. I'm going to try and do a little run through the nutrition protocols that I'm looking for everybody to go through. So this is the basics of nutrition that I want everybody to follow. All right. So we're only really going to focus on 2 stages, keep it nice and simple for everybody. For the first week, I just want everybody to increase water intake, watch the quality of the food that they're taking in, and then track it by taking photos, and we'll post them up at the end of the week. Start the second week, I want you to be a little bit more strict, a little bit more precise, and so we will start portioning out your meals a little bit. I'll give you some basic kind of structure to follow, and we'll go from there. Okay. After that, if anybody wants to get a little bit more in depth, we'll start tracking calories a little bit more detail, and then kind of go from there. Okay. So again, part 1, I just really want people to start increasing water intake. So 1 liter per 25 kilos of body weight seems to be the kind of number to kind of hit that everybody should be looking for. Slowly increase the water intake over the week. Just don't jump into like drinking 3 liters straight away, otherwise you'll be pissing like a racehorse. So slowly increase the water intake a little bit. Improve your food quality, so always go for better choices. So you want fresh broccoli, you want fresh vegetables, broccoli, carrots, peppers, tomatoes, instead of going for ready-made meals. You want fresh chicken from the butchers instead of going to KFC, that type of thing. So always go for the better choices. The majority of the time, fresh food, fresh meat, fresh protein sources, good natural carbohydrate sources, so oats and rice over breads and stuff like that. Track your food by taking photographs. So take photos of every single thing that goes into your mouth, every single thing that you eat. Take photos of them, do a pic collage, and send it on. At the end of the week, I'll have a look over everything, and then we'll make adjustments based off of that. Everybody can get the hang of that really quickly. We try to get as much as possible out of this stage as we can. Then we'll move on to the second stage. So if your food quality is still pretty bad after the first week, we'll stick to this until we keep the food quality up, and then we'll move on from there. Stage 2 is simply that we are going to start tracking your food. We're going to use our hands to measure out that, and we will portion out meals accordingly based off of that. I'll also give you, kind of a meal plan, basic meal plan to work off of, and a few kind of ideas of what types of food to look at. So this is how you're going to portion things out. Left side of the screen, you're looking at the portions for women. Right side for men. So it's pretty much double for men. Sorry, ladies. So if you were looking at your meat, it's your hand there. Okay, you're just looking at the base of your hand, just the palm, that part of your hand. That's what you're measuring out with for your protein. Okay, fist size for your vegetable. Cup hand, just the inside there. That's your carbohydrates. Thumb for your fats. That's how you're going to portion meals out for yourselves. Okay, so everybody's hands are going to be proportionate to the size of their body. So that's how we work that one out. Obviously, for men, we double up as men require higher and can deal with higher calorie intakes. So again, sorry about that, ladies. This is a basic meal plan. Okay, so if you are going to be training in the AM, okay, after midnight, as I always remember because I'm retired. But if you're going to be training in the AM, this is the kind of basic layout I would want you to kind of try and stick to when we're starting off with. Okay, for the first 3 weeks, just stick to white protein sources, just to kind of get the body used to everything. Stick to lower calories, and then we'll start increasing it based off of how your weight kind of fluctuates. So if you're training early in the morning, I would suggest starting off with a shake. Okay, so a smoothie. So you'd be using 1 portion of veg. So again, a cup size there. A fistful, for your veg. That's what we'll be using. So throw in some greens, so spinach or kale in with that. 1 protein serving, so that can be, we'll go over the actual protein sources later on. 1 protein serving and a handful of berries as well. Throw in milk or almond milk, almond milk or water with that. And that's your smoothie. With battery, I'll go through this quickly anyway. Meal one would be a portion of portion of protein, portion of carbs, and 1 to 2 portions of veg. Meal two would be 1 portion of protein, 1 portion of fats, and 1 to 2 portions of veg. And then meal three, 1 portion of fats, 1 portion of protein, 1 to 2 portions of veg. If you're training later on in the evening, then we switch it around a little bit. So we start off, our first meal would be protein, 1 portion, fats, 1 portion, and 1 to 2 of veg. Okay. Meal two, we'd have 1 portion of protein, 1 portion of carbs, and 1 to 2 of veg. So try and keep your carbohydrates in and around kind of training times for you, okay, or before training. Then your meal after that would be 1 portion of protein, 1 portion of fat, and 1 to 2 of veg. Then your shake would be later on in the day. Then if you're training later on in the evening, so 1 protein, 1 veg, where we're focusing on greens there, and 1 handful of berries. Okay, the food choices we're looking at for your protein. Okay, especially for the first 3 weeks, we're looking at white protein portions. So chicken, turkey, whitefish, egg whites, natural yogurt. So full fat, not full fat, but low fat Greek yogurt would be the best. Natural yogurt such as Glenfiddich and stuff like that, trying to go for the higher protein, lower fat, lower calorie options. So low fat or zero fat if you can. Cottage cheese, I like it. A lot of people do, some people don't, but cottage cheese, good source of protein, very low in calories. And then you can stick to a protein. So if you're making one of those smoothies, you can use like a whey protein or a rice protein to help give it a little bit of flavor, make it taste a little bit better, and get your protein in from there. Fats, small amounts of these, again, it's only a thumb size. So you're looking at any type of nuts, okay, just actual nuts, not roasted, just plain natural nuts. 5 to 10 would be a general serving size. Again, it should be just the size your thumb, so not that much. No nut butters, no peanut butter, no nut butters. Very easy to overload on them if you're not measuring them precisely. You can really overload on calories with them. Avocado, olive oil, again, olive oil and butter you would be cooking with mostly. So if you're having fats in with your meal, that's what you're cooking with. So again, if you're stir frying something, size your thumb, that's the amount of oil or butter that you would be using. Carbohydrates, looking at rice, potatoes, white or sweet, doesn't matter. Just as long as sticking the portion size is all fine. Noodles, soba noodles would be the best ones if you can get them. Again, make stir fries and stuff like that. Bread, 1 to 2 slices a day max. Okay, again, very easy to overload and stuff like that, so keep it minimal. Same with pasta, small amount. Again, keep it, like, as long as it's kept to about that size, it's fine, okay? Oats, very good, about 30-40 grams per serving. And then fruits, apples, pears, oranges, melons, grapes, and of course berries as well, okay? Should actually write that in there. Vegetables, any vegetables you want, as many vegetables as you want, get as much in as possible. That's pretty much it with that. Okay, so that's your protein, fats, carbs, and vegetables. You can pause this, and I will send off the slides to you as is as well. I'll send you off an email with all them in it. But otherwise, just you can pause the video on any of these sections and have a look. This is how your plate should look most of the time when you're having meals. So post-workout meals, you're going to have your starches, so you're going to have your carbohydrates on the side. If it's early in the morning, you could swap out the veggies with some fruit and have some porridge. Protein, you can have some yogurt, and make sure you're drinking water every meal. For your other meals, you have your protein, your fats, and your veg on the left there. You will see split up on the plate there. If you are a vegetarian, which I don't actually have any vegetarians training me at the moment, but if I did, I would switch to protein with legumes, beans, and stuff like that, other kind of vegetarian based. You'd have a little bit more fruit to go with your veg, you go to veg on the side, starches, carbohydrates, stuff like that, and fats. So just change it up a little bit if you're a vegetarian. Now, that is pretty much that. I'll stop sharing the page here. So if you have any questions about the nutrition or protocols, I will send out the slides to you today. I'm going to finish up this video, put that on the page today as well, and then any questions, just send them my way, okay? Have a look at that and let me know what you think.